think IFER needs to be a much more proactive organization in terms of assisting the standard setters in, are we identifying issues with standards that if you were to change the language, we think we'd get a higher quality audit. But I think we also have to be proactive with our members and making sure that our members get the information that they need to be more effective. The question that the firms need to answer is, how do they execute an audit on a consistent basis? So how do they identify deficiencies and make sure that they've got the right people in the right place doing the right thing? The firms are about 1% away from achieving the 25% reduction. So we think that's very positive, and we're quite pleased with that progress at this point. I think the target will be achieved. What we need to focus on, I believe, going forward now is what is the next target. So IFER will start to have a dialogue with the firms over the next few months as to what the target should be beyond 2019. I think it would be unrealistic to suggest that beyond 2019 that you're going to get to single digits in a 4-year period. If we could get into the teens, mid-teens, I think that would be doable. If you want to have an effective audit, in my view, you have to have an effective auditor, effective management, and effective audit committee. So one of the things we did with AQIs, or audit quality indicators, is we put a pilot forward with a number of reporting issuers or public companies. And what we asked them to do is select 5 to 10 indicators that they would track, and we asked that half of those would be related to the risks. And what we've been pleasantly surprised with is the interaction between the CFO, the audit committee, and the auditors. So I think it's a very powerful tool for audit committees, but you need those 3 parties involved, and that's one tool that brings them together. If I look at the expanded audit report, it's taken 4 to 5 years to draft the standard and to get it out, and it's still not implemented in many countries. So I think we need to think about this, and we have to be able to move a little bit quicker and maybe more strategically. Where technology is going, I think it'll produce a better audit. We'll have more consistency. But one of the things I am concerned about is you got to have the ability to extract the right data. So I worry that with big data and data analytics, they have a major challenge of how they train their people and how they're going to implement that effectively. It could be really great, but we're going to go through some, bumps in the road before we get there. I suspect an audit team in 5 years will look very different than an audit team today. Your auditor is going to have more IT experience than they do today. I don't think we've had a lot of change in the last 25 years in terms of what's been audited, but industry has changed. So I think we need to integrate some of those tools and be more effective in what we're doing. So I'm quite encouraged. I think we're going to see a lot of change in the next 4 or 5 years.